Hello, how are we doing? So if you've seen this title and clicked on it, I'm kind of gonna presume you care about the channel. And therefore, this is just kind of, it's gonna be less, bumping round multiple camera angles and stuff. Just kind of gonna be me speaking for a bit. Because I've made a decision about this channel that I want to talk about. Going forward, at least for the time being, we are going to be just a full Doctor Who channel. Now, some of you might be a bit confused about that, some of you might think I just make Doctor Who content, especially because for the last month or so, without telling anyone, I've kind of been doing a trial of that. Let me take you through some stuff to try and, let you in on my decision-making process. This is also going to be such, a waffly video, well done if you're getting through it. So my channel really has had three main topics it talks about. Doctor Who, Marvel, and musical theatre. And that's kind of the first reason why I've kind of made this decision, as those three together are very odd. Look, I don't blame myself for making videos on each of these topics, because they're all topics I enjoy and want to talk about. But as a collective, they have never made sense. Especially because, and I'll elaborate on this more, but whenever I've made Marvel content, it's never done well, which meant for the past year or so, 90% of what I produce is Doctor Who and musical theatre. Again, I enjoy both those topics very much, but they don't really work together very well as two topics for a channel. So let's talk about why I've dropped my other two kind of niches on this channel. In terms of Marvel, the big thing has to be the views. I am not a massive channel, and a lot of what I do isn't for the views, but I have never been able to get any traction on Marvel content, and because of that, it just doesn't seem worth my time to do it. That, and I feel like people just cover the Marvel space better than I ever could, and this'll be a recurring theme. In terms of musicals, things are a little bit deeper. Because I'd say, maybe not in terms of overall views, but in terms of average views, musical theatre is probably my most successful way of getting views. In terms of my top 10, my top 20, it's a lot of MT videos. But here's where we get to the part where it isn't always about views. It's about making what I'm passionate about. And it comes down to two things. Yes, I'm very passionate about musical theatre as a whole, but I'm not passionate about making reaction videos. Because that's what 90% of my musical theatre videos are, because I can't just do things I enjoy, like ranking musical songs, because I would run out of content very quickly. And with reaction videos comes two problems. First of all, again, I want to create things where I feel like I can add something. Quick spoiler alert, but I feel like when I make a Doctor Who video, I really am adding to the Doctor Who community and the WhoTube community. When I make a reaction video, I feel like tech-wise people can make reaction videos a lot better than I can, and just in terms of making interesting videos, there are people that make interesting musical theatre reactions, and I don't feel like I add to that space. And ignoring that, I just don't enjoy making reaction videos. Yes, I can react to a musical for the first time and it get views, but I don't enjoy it. I'm only enjoying it for the views, and it's about creating that marriage between doing something I enjoy, doing something I can add to, and, yes, getting some views. Because no, if my channel got 5 views a video, I probably would have given up by now. And that's where Doctor Who content comes in. Because for me, it fulfills my 3 desires for YouTube. It doesn't blow, there are lots of other WhoTubers that get more views than me. That's okay, that's fine, I'm a smaller channel, I totally understand that. But, compared to my size, my Doctor Who videos do get views. I enjoy making Doctor Who content, which is a big thing because it's my channel, and because I don't make money off the channel, it's not like a job, it's actively a hobby, and therefore I should be enjoying said hobby. And I also genuinely feel like when I make a Doctor Who video, like I've alluded to, I add to the space. I'm not going to name any specific names or go into any specifics, but a lot of the time, maybe not quite as consistently, which is something I'm really working on, but I feel like for my size, I make content as good and sometimes better as some of the bigger channels in the WhoTube space. That genuinely isn't me trying to be cocky. That's me saying, you know what, I'm proud of the Doctor Who videos I make. I'm proud of, like, my presenting skills and, like, my analysis and, like, the new things I bring to that community. I want to keep going with that. I think as a channel as well, like I've alluded to, having just like Doctor Who and some musical theatre videos sprinkled in and the occasional Marvel video, it doesn't make for a cohesive channel. But surprise, surprise, a channel just about Doctor Who is a cohesive channel. I think there'll be elements I'll miss. I think having less places to pull videos from makes it harder to upload more consistently. And like I've alluded to, there are some musical theatre videos that I have enjoyed making in the past. And I'm also never saying never to making my own musical theatre channel and, like, building that up again. But I'd be surprised because I do have other YouTube projects I'm looking to take on away from the Nerdy Brit channel. But overall, I think I wanted my channel to have more of a niche, more of a focus, and by that logic, Doctor Who was never going to be beaten by either of the two, because I don't think, apart from maybe musicals with slightly more views, I don't think either of the other two verticals I talk about consistently have anything over Doctor Who. And that's why going forward, the Nerdy Brit channel is a Doctor Who channel. What would be really helpful on this video is if you have topics surrounding Doctor Who that you'd like me to talk about, please drop them in the comments below. Honestly, 90% of the time someone asks me to make a video, it's usually a class idea and I do it, and that really would be helpful and mean a lot. Also, just generally, if you're watching this video, I presume you care about the Nerdy Brit channel for some reason. And if so, just comment down below anyway, because I'd quite like to, you know, interact with more members of this really cool community that we've started to build up. And it feels weird to kind of plug another video at the end of this one, but my future of Doctor Who video is quite good, so if you fancy that one, you can click. Also, subscribe. Please. I don't get why any non-subscribers would watch this video, but sure, subscribe.